There are so many wonderful inspirations for colour. Pink flamingos, fabric in the interiors. Even your ugly colours can provide inspiration for your work. Nature, the beautiful lizards or the wings of a butterfly. Flowers. Even beautiful fabrics with their turquoises and flushes of red, amethyst and cream, or the view outside the studio. Other artists and the combinations they playfully use. Their courageousness, vivaciousness, the way they draw you in, their colour combinations, or in this painting of mine, it was the image of a child's clothing and the feelings I wanted to capture. All these and more can inspire you to be courageous with colour. As you know, the main purpose of this module was to encourage you to be bold and courageous with colour and to explore new and exciting and playful colour combinations you may never have considered or tried. Many artistic influences include the master colourists Pierre Bonnard, Max Gimlet, Helen Frankenthaler, Mark Rothko, and more recently the vibrant palette of Brian Rottenberg and the restful colours of Jessica Zub. The main thing that I would encourage you to do after this module is to look at all the different sources where you can gain inspiration from and look how beautifully colour combinations are employed, whether it's nature or whether it's the view or a piece of clothing, or it could be a book cover or a magazine layout, anything. It's absolutely endless. Or you may actually embrace ugly colours. For me, I rose to that challenge last year and I painted what I call my ugly paintings, which people have said even your ugly paintings are beautiful. And they were greys and blacks and bold scrawls of graffiti inspired by Toombley. There is no one way to be bold with colour. You like it, that's it. It hits you. You don't have to read it, Frida Kahlo once said. I cannot pretend to feel impartial about colours. I rejoice with the brilliant ones and am genuinely sorry for the browns, or the poor browns, Winston Churchill said. Everyone knows that yellow, orange and red suggest ideas of joy and plenty. There's no definite rules with colour, although people will tell you there is. A few foundation principles can be helpful, but so can being playful and experimenting. Helen Frankenthaler, for example, was very experimental with her work, abandoning the subtle washes of colours employed in her earlier work for a thicker application of paint, which allowed a brighter colour palette. She explored the joining of areas of the canvas through the use of modulated hues and experimented with large abstract forms. Her work in the 1980s was characterised as much calmer with its use of muted colours and relaxed brushwork. Once one's true talent begins to emerge, one is freer in a way, but less free in another way, since one is a captive of the necessity and deep urge, she once said. Who or what inspires you? Who and what inspires you to be brave with colour? Who can you collaborate with to feel more confident being bolder or more subdued? Find and follow your tribe. What mediums do they use? What colour combinations? Do they lean towards warmer or paler hues? What value graduations can you see? Is the paint applied thickly or in glazes? These are some of the many questions you can use to study the colour combinations that capture your heart. The main thing is to take chances. In this way, you'll find your sweet spot. If you try, you'll never leave this life with regrets. Gain ideas from people on social media, troll through their creations to spark inspiration, steal like an artist, play with other artists' colours, and learn from their inspirations and courageous combinations. Then go make your own. Are there some colours you haven't explored? Who or what are your brave in colour influences? Show me, go on, show me. Create a body of work to share with me before the next module. Influence and inspire yourself. Adapt the strategy I shared in the previous module. Create an inspiration board of colour to inspire your work. You may wish to include your own work and include comments that people have said. I love those colours. It's so peaceful, or something else.